Australia Vice PM Barnaby Joyce has dramatically criticised the nationalities lead, Malcolm Turnbull, in an rise of tensions how include rebuked by the government. On Thursday, Mr. Turnbull admonished Mr. Joyce for manufacturing a disgusting mistake above his case in a ex-staff member, proverb it had set off a planet of grief. Mr. Joyce told Mr. Turnbull's speech were incompetent and superfluous. In lot instances, they inflicted future damage, told Mr. Joyce, who leads younger coalition side the Citizens. The opposition side, Labour, told the Permissive Nationals coalition was in meltdown. Mr. Joyce told he would try to maintain his relation in Mr. Turnbull, but once again stared downward telephone call to abandon. Mr. Turnbull has often told Mr. Joyce's next is a judgment for the Citizens, largest of whom include openly supported their lead. Mr. Joyce's relation in his ex-print advisor, Vicky Campion, has grown few politically injuring questions with it was show recent 1 week. He's fair 2 months with Barnaby Joyce and Malcolm Turnbull delivered in overlapping blanket shirts as they famous received the gang behind along following Mr. Joyce's on-election win. It looks love the gang has affected several melodic differences. Mr. Joyce obviously didn't love Creature, publicly castigated by the PM above his illegitimate case, and so has lost on the assault. As the leaders of various parties during a coalition, you would wait a slight dispute of period to period. But by charming in several really social behalf calling, the couple include taking into account the opposition lot of munition for the days and weeks front. On Thursday, Mr. Turnbull told Mr. Joyce's case had inflicted horrible wound and indignity to his alienated woman Natalie Joyce, their 4 persons daughters and Ms. Campion. Mr. Joyce told on Friday, I would not desire on boyfriend nor foe the wound, the study, the intensive invasion in yours lifetime how I include lost via to the trial. Lead of the opposition draft reduce told by the government was consuming himself live, and named on Mr. Turnbull to bag Mr. Joyce once. While the 2 largest elder leaders of by the government loathe every some and are critical every some, the human beings of Australia's interests are not creature serviced, Mr. Reduce told. Mr. Turnbull formally has the force to bag Mr. Joyce, but such a go would be politically insolvent, told Australia Radio Corporation poll analysis Anthony Verdant. He's really hard for the main secretary to bag him out of break the coalition treaty, he told. The coalition has just a seat most in the building of representatives. Mr. Joyce has florid study above the synchronization of 2 jobs proposed to Ms. Campion during the Citizens' recent year, and if he desired a souvenir of complementary habitation of a entrepreneur. Mr. Joyce denies government standards were break in each instance. He will get a 1 week of keep of Monday, importance he will not be operating main secretary while Mr. Turnbull conducts a trip to the US. Mr. Joyce had just refundable to Parliament in December following brief loser his job above his New Zealand double nationality.